You way back into the day when the collectibles space really was something that wasn't considered an asset class whatsoever. I've come across a video from the 1990s in Australia where they were talking about the Pokemon craze, and one of the biggest takeaways I had from it is the newscast was vehemently against it, making it kind of this like degrading thing. So we're gonna get into that clip in a second. If this is your first time watching, what's up? My name is The Shiller. We go live Monday through Friday talking about collectibles and just fun stuff and news and, trying to make you feel good, especially on this Friday. I hope you guys are excited for the weekend. And here in particular is your feel good story of the day from Kevin Lee. There's an overweight guy at my gym who used to come in with two of his buddies to work out daily. After a few months, one of them disappeared. Then his last friend disappeared, but I still see him coming in daily. Told him one morning I've been watching his progress and think he looks great. He had the biggest smile on his face, hopefully motivated him for at least another year. Respect the commitment. Listen, you give one person a compliment and they ride that for the entire year. All right, here's the clip from Pokemon back in the 90s in Australia.
Well, the most popular toy this Christmas could be turning our children to witchcraft and violence.
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards.
What is Pokemon?
That's short for Pocket Monster.
It's a spin-off from the Nintendo computer game and cartoon.
It's huge. Everybody's getting it. The cards, the Game Boy game, the Nintendo game.
This is my Charizard. It's worth $85.
But it's the message behind Pokemon that has some experts worried.
We couldn't cop the concerns of parents. It was just disruptive.
Oh, I haven't got that one. I'll give you this.
Well, the most popular toy this Christmas could be turning our children to witchcraft and violence. That's the message from a Sunshine Coast church leader who slammed the kids' crazed Pokemon.
Douglas, what are you hoping for Christmas?
Pokemon cards.
I want a Digimon and some Pokemon
Oh, hell yeah,
cards.
Digimon.
Even Star Wars didn't come up to this.
This is Pikachu, one of 150 Pokemon monsters that drive kids wild. It's that obsession which has Pastor Chaz Gullo warning Pokemon can put children on the path to witchcraft.
Some children are getting disturbing patterns of behaviour, and there's a psychological addiction taking place. This is setting the children up to occultish behaviour.
Children as young as
Yo, holy, can you, I feel like you would just get destroyed on social media in 2025 if you were on like a major news station just saying that, right? And obviously, like, we can look back and say, yeah, haha, like, obviously, like, that didn't really happen at all. And arguably, in terms of like brands or people that would go into like, I don't know, I guess like witchcraft, whatever. Like, I don't understand how the hell Pokemon of all games could be even remotely classified within that conversation. Like, it's actually mind-boggling. Roar, good morning, and Distress Pickle. Love to see you guys. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Again, we're starting the stream off here, going back to 1999 in Australia, where apparently people, at least older individuals, hate Pokemon, and the younger absolutely love it.
7 are gambling with the cards or worse.
A lot of the schools have banned them because of the gambling. The children are stealing cards off each other. They're stealing money to buy the cards.
And the power of the craze means parents are almost powerless to stop it.
Wait, are we actually talking about gambling with Pokemon, but then like following that immediately up with people are like stealing? Like, I feel like there's a difference between like robbing somebody and then like gambling. Right? Like, I don't I don't think Pokemon falls into that. The world is on fire. Pokemon did it to stop covering for them. Powerless to stop it. See, that is the question. Do you think that's accurate? I mean, okay, so go back to when you were in elementary school, and obviously we're going to have like a range of age groups, but for yourself, go back, right? And think of elementary school. What were some of the things that were really, really hot back in the day that, like, if you didn't have it, it was a problem, and you convinced your parents for it? I would say Tamagotchi. You remember those, like, little monsters on the device? It's very similar to, like, what's on the screen right now, where you had to keep it alive. Pickle, you're saying Pogs? Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Tamagotchi... It almost feels like one of those things that Tamagotchi was just like so big, I kind of forget a lot of the others. Oh, actually, Magic the Gathering. So a couple of neighbors that I had, for whatever reason, none of us played Magic, I don't think. I don't think any of us like actually played the game, but we collected the cards. And I remember getting Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering cards. And one Christmas, I think somebody gave out packs to people, and then like I convinced my parents to go to the store and buy gifts for other people using their money because I wanted to like be like, okay, I don't want to be like the only kid not giving out to like the neighbors when they're doing it too. I don't know how the hell I pulled that out of the back of my mind. MTG was too expensive for the poors. So do you remember if it like was the packs expensive or was it like the playing decks? Because even to this day, unless you're going for like a budget deck in Magic the Gathering, it is still rather expensive on that front. But I don't know. I'm trying to think. Because I feel like Pokemon, Digimon, Magic, Chaotic was another one, but I think that was a little bit early or later in the years. But I thought they were all similar in like pack price. Roar and those collectible albums of figures for World Cup soccer and also dinosaurs on the chocolate surprise in Brazil. Ooh, Tazos. It looks like Tezos, the blockchain. What the heck is Tazos? Talk to me. Guys, if you're just joining in, sorry, we're reminiscing of early elementary school and childhood dreams if you go back to the 90s.
Left to try and wean their children off the trend.
I don't suggest that parents say you can't touch Pokemon. I suggest that parents make sure that children are being exposed to many different toys.
Despite the concerns, Pokemon toys are all but sold out. Toy stores are down to only a few products for the last-minute Christmas rush. As soon as we get it in, we sell it straight away, even before it goes on the shelves.
On the Sunshine Coast, Belinda Luton, 7 Nightly News.
Parents and teachers are worried about the latest collecting craze to grip our school kids. It's called Pokemon. That's short for Pocket Monster. And when you discover the cost...
So let me ask another question here. Do you think this is AI? Did I get baited into watching this? Because so far it looks super, super legit, right? And I guess this is going through like a multitude of different newscasts because clearly we just watched the 2-minute segment and now we have a different host that's going through it. Touch grass, not Pokemon. It was some round cardboard chips that came inside Elma Chips products. Yo, listen, yeah, we got to make like a whole list and breakdown and do like history classes of all these crazy things and see if we can find photos. Oh, the nostalgia kick would be crazy.
It's not a bad description.
They're called pack rats, collectors of Pokemon cards, a craze that's
pack rats? I have not heard anybody in the Pokemon world being called a pack rat.
Swept the world, and now Australia.
Oh, swap you? Oh, they're called trading cards, so like you get lots of them and you go to school and swap people.
It's a spin-off from the Nintendo computer game and cartoon. Looks like fun.
It's really good. It's excellent.
Excellent.
But there are concerns. Cards can cost $20 a pack. Australians have spent
$20 a pack. No way. Was it actually that expensive? Man, I remember like when like used video games you could get from the store for like $20. A pack of Pokemon cards was $20 back then? I mean, the Australian currency, I don't know the conversion rate or whatever, but holy.
$7 million in 2 months. Rare cards sell for hundreds.
This is my Charizard. It's worth $85.
Critics say that kind of money encourages high-pressure dealing.
It's become, if you like, the pre-teen status symbol. If you don't have them, you really need to get them.
What's up, Kidder Kid? Yeah, I'm shocked, eh?
Problems. People can say, oh no, that's not right, that's not fair, and fights can start.
Even back before we had like the internet to go and check what like the actual cost of things were. I can only imagine what some of those conversations look like with like, oh, this one's more valuable, this, that one, and somebody making like a fake narrative too. Almost similar to the fact of like, think of kingpins back in the Pokemon elementary schools when they were like, yo, the Kabuto card, yeah, that one. Listen, that one's worth a lot. And then how do you fact check it?
Hard dealers admit Pokemon can cause problems.
We've heard kids stealing off other kids. We've heard some kids spending their lunch money on these cards, rather than buying lunch.
In America, Nintendo has sold $3 billion worth of Pokemon products. Jeez. But one New York mother is suing the company, claiming it turned her 9-year-old into a gambler.
Here, many schools have banned Pokemon because of the conflict it causes and the loss of face for kids who can't afford it.
Oh, I haven't got that one. I'll give you this.
Helen Wellings, 7 Nightly News.
They're small, brightly coloured and oddly shaped, but according to Wodonga Toy World...
Did you see that kid in that clip? Hold on, I gotta go back.
Nightly news.
This guy's just like, hey,
Conflict
listen, I have...
causes and
hold on, I need to pause it.
the
right
loss
a
of
moment.
face for kids who can't afford it.
This kid's just like, here's all of my cards. Whatever you want, I just want to be in the in crowd. And that kid's with the bowl cut is like, sign me up. I want that one. Person probably got absolutely fleeced with all the cards here.
Oh, I haven't got that one. I'll give you this.
Helen Wellings, 7 Nightly News.
They're small, brightly coloured and oddly shaped. But according to Wodonga Toy World's Kevin Gorman, Pokémon is the big thing this Christmas.
Without a doubt, Pokémon has been huge this year. Anything associated with the Pokémon series, from Nintendo, Game Boy to the console, to T-shirts, to bouncy balls with figures inside, everything associated with Pokémon.
It's huge. Everybody's getting it. The cards, the Game Boy game, the Nintendo game.
Pokemon is the new
that one
craze
looks
sweeping
rare.
through WA schools. Kids as young as 6 are hooked.
Very cool.
Absolutely crazy, loves it.
Pokemon's short for pocket monsters, animal-like creatures.
Pocket monsters. When was the last time that you referred to Pokemon as pocket monsters? Yo, BSB, what's going on? TrueCon, no shot. This man is on and doesn't drop leaks. Yo, listen, what kind of leaks are we looking for? BSB, I had that exact haircut as a kid. Now that's how you do it, and it's not AI, or that's how you know it's not AI. Okay, good call on that front. Yeah, I mean. Listen, we can judge how everybody looks, but we still have 4 minutes. We've only watched 4 minutes of this, and we have another 4.
Trained to fight and protect the player. While kids can't get enough of Pokemon, schools are banning it as fast as kids buy it.
They have been banned in some of the classes.
Like cell phones now?
And I've left that up to the teachers.
Absolutely and entirely confiscated.
Principal Barbara Ingram says it's just another fad to distract children. The Pokemon cards are causing...
Oof! Listen, I've had some terrible calls, some terrible quotes in my life, but that lady saying Pokemon is a fad, that might go down as the single most destructive quote of all time. Wow.
Playground fights and stealing in some Perth schools. The rare cards are worth $10 or more.
Some people are spending over the $1,000 a mark.
But it's the message behind Pokemon that has some experts worried. Kids training animals to fight each other to win the game.
I think if they're spending all their time watching stuff that is giving messages about aggression and violence, then that's not particularly good.
20 years ago we were playing with marbles. Today we're playing with Pokemon. It's harmless.
Yvette Mooney, 7 Nightly News.
My squirrel for your honour.
Nicholas and his brother Aaron are trading the cards that have become the biggest thing in the toy business.
This is a better Pokemon, you know.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon, a world of cards, cartoons and video games. Pokemon, short for Pocket Monster, is the industry which grew out of a computer game invented in Japan.
Nicholas, I need to know, what is Pokemon?
Well, they're monsters and you can catch them in that.
John Redenbach from Toys R Us says the cards, which sell in packs for between $5 to $19, are running out the door.
They're very,
they were that
very
expensive.
Scarce. We've had literally hundreds of thousands of trading cards already, but we don't know how big is big yet, because every time we receive a delivery of, say, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, they seem to go in a matter of a couple of days. There's nothing bigger than this one. The phenomena really only started to wind up and happen around September of this year, and already it's eclipsed the Star Wars sales, and Star Wars was, of course, launched in June.
And the hype is huge. Pokemon even made it to the front cover of Time magazine. But not...
Pop quiz for everybody in the room. What's the name of that Pokemon? Yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the initial one is like Poliwag, right? Like that's not Poliwag. And then I think this one's Poliworld. Poliwag's the initial one. Yeah. Politoad? No, okay, wait, is that it?
Everybody is thrilled with the Pokemon phenomenon.
Never banned anything in my life before, and but this one just got so far out of hand that it was disrupting the whole school.
Des McKenzie is principal of Andersons Creek Primary School, where Pokemon has been outlawed.
We couldn't cop the concerns of parents. It was just disruptive. I had mothers and children in my office at 5 o'clock at night crying because of cards been stolen and children had been diddled out of $15 notes. Cash. We're talking about folding money.
Des says the Pokemon cards, which saw children bringing money to school for trades, don't compare to marbles of yesteryear.
Well, no,
I don't think our marbles concerns ever spilt into classroom management or administration or tied up the principal for an hour at 5 o'clock.
I think that's probably both futile.
Why are we comparing marbles to Pokemon? Like, it's not even in like the same realm of entertainment.
And inappropriate. Futile because banning, in fact, doesn't get rid of anything. It simply sends it underground in one form or another.
Dr. June Factor from Melbourne University is a children's author and an expert in children's play. She says the cards are popular because they appeal to a traditional habit.
The collecting and swapping is, I think, harmless. It's more than harmless. It's actually very positive. This is part of the social interaction of children. This is how they learn to get on with each other. This is how they learn techniques of negotiation.
Gavin Bust is marketing director of Nintendo, which is riding the Pokemon boom for all it's worth.
Well, I think it actually taps into the psyche of kids. I think they like playing a role-playing exercise. They like the challenge of being a trainer, with the ultimate challenge of becoming a Pokemon master.
What next? Well, coming to a big screen near you next month, the Pokemon movie.
Ah, banger, banger, banger. Yo, what a flick. Okay, so now that we've watched that, what do we think of Australia 1999 talking about the Pokemon craze? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, Kid Arcade, $20 back then is like $100 today. Yeah, I think so. It's kind of bonkers in that sense. The chat will come up on the screen here for a second if anybody's wanting to throw extra thoughts on here. This stuff is... Yo, Kicking Bull, what's going on? Yo, good to see you, fam. This stuff is irrelevant with the prediction market debate. Is it gambling, or is it not a gambling platform? Wouldn't be surprised to see a government try and outlaw TCGs targeting kids or something. Something seems like satire. I don't know. I mean, one thing for sure within like the trading card game space over the last little bit, and I guess this is coming from the crypto gaming side of things, we've seen almost every single IP or brand that was created from, I don't know, the blockchain now trying to build some sort of TCG. Maybe not all of them, but like a good sized majority. And then we're also seeing some of the other brands, right? And it's not like it's new or anything, right? But think of all of the massive card games that are out there, from, you know, Lorcana to Magic the Gathering to Pokemon to Riftbound that's now coming out to the fact that also one of the other big crazes too is it's not even about creating a card game, it's just about creating cards in general, right? With like Topps, as we're seeing with a bajillion and 5 releases that they're having, it's all over there. A lot of cardboard, a lot of friggin' cardboard. Holy smokes. Video Game Freak, good to see you. Yo, we played the clip of you when you were in Buenos Aires, Argentina, doing the MetaMask thing a couple of streams back. How was that event, by the way? Good to see you. Because marbles were the previous generation collectible. I need to see some of these marbles because they must have been damn creative. Why do all the experts look like they were grown in a lab? Yo, the marketing experts. Listen, you go to the university, colleges, people in those certain classes, everybody's got to look, you know what I mean? And today we got to look. We got like the hey, it's Friday look, and I feel like I kind of look like a person that would like walk into a gas station and just like hang around for a minute and then buy a bag of Skittles and then like loiter, even though it says no loitering at the front door. Unbelievable. Okay, let's continue on with the rest of the stream. And Pickle, you brought this up a second ago. MetaMask and their activations team crushed it. Highly recommended if ever invited. Hell yeah. Yo, awesome to see that you're out there and enjoying that. And that was really cool with that video with that I forget her name, but good vibes all around. It's official. Netflix is buying Warner Bros. For $83 billion. If you had $83 billion and you could put it towards anything, would you buy Warner Bros? Would you buy Warner Bros. If you had $83 billion? The streamer will acquire the Warner. I've never heard of Netflix referred to as like the streamer. It's like an individual, but I guess that's accurate. We'll acquire the Warner Studio, both HBO and HBO Max. So we'll see what happens with the Game of Thrones type genres, and access to IP including Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and DC Comics. And of course, with that, apparently the new Harry Potter is coming out in 2027. And before marbles, there were Coca-Cola and beer chips. I'm surprised the Coca-Cola collectibles are not like the talk of the town. Like anytime I do anything in public, the amount of I'll take a Coke is everywhere. Like I can't deal with fizz. Like the sizzle gives me the heebie-jeebies. BSB, Rip to the Movies Theaters had a good run. The one saving grace for the theaters in 2025 might just be the Stranger Things finale. Although I've thought about it and I'm probably not going to go to theaters to watch it, but maybe that's the one thing that can revive it. Blockbuster could have bought Netflix back in the day for $20 million. Now Netflix is buying Warner Brothers. Holy smoly. You're now on Xio. I was wondering why your name color changed. Coca-Cola's fire. That IP is America culture. I mean, but that's just what I'm saying. I'm surprised that it's not massively up there. Okay, so on the collectibles craze, I'm trying to be a sponge. So if you're out there, listen, I know BSB, we're slinging the Pokemon cards. We got sports cards. Everybody's out there. So if you ever come across anything, let me know because I'm learning a little bit. So for golf, they have this thing called inked drivers, where I guess they like flat out rip off a piece of the golf club and have somebody sign it. And I didn't realize that was a thing. So this is one of the ones for Michael Jordan. I looked it up and I found like a whole bunch of other ones. This person's trying to sell a Tiger Woods PSA 8.5 for $10,000. Holy suffering succotash. And then that's like turned. I can't read exactly what that says. Maybe we'll have one that like shows what the back is without the yeah, there we go. You have received a trading card with the tournament-used golf memorabilia that includes an autograph of Tiger Woods. The memorabilia has been certified to us as having been used in an official tournament, and the autograph was signed in the presence of a company representative or sent from and certified as to its authenticity by Tiger Woods. We hope you enjoy this piece of golf history as we continue to keep you as close as you can get. Enjoy your memorabilia autograph card. Yeah, what do we think about the Upper Deck guy signing the card? Listen, if you buy a card for the athlete and then you get another signature that you don't want on it. Do you guys remember Aaron Gray? Is that his name? Aaron Gray. Oh, this is like an NBA thing. Aaron Gray. Yeah, okay. BSB probably knows this one. But this guy, Aaron Gray. So me and my dad, luckily when I was younger, well, I guess I wasn't like that much younger, but decently enough, we got to go to Boston. We went to see the Raptors take on the Celtics. And the biggest takeaway right away, number one, was the fact that security in Toronto is insane. In Boston, they were like, hey, you want to go near the tunnel, you want to try to get autographs, it's all good. In Toronto, you go near anybody, that's just an absolute red card and no good. So you got like DeMar DeRozan, I think it was like Rudy Gay at the time because I bought his jersey thinking he was going to save the franchise, and that lasted like a year and there was nobody that was saved. But Aaron Gray comes walking out and I'm like, I don't know who the hell this guy is at the time, right? But he comes and signs the jersey and I'm like, okay, so we have some notable players that are on here and then the signature of Aaron Gray. Now, looking back as like an adult, I kind of like, almost like appreciate the fact of like, hey, this guy was kind of like a fringe player and we got his autograph and like that's probably super, super rare at the time. Yeah, PSP super random, right? But it's one of those things that's like, all right, we got the Upper Deck guy signing the card that's supposed to be a Tiger Woods autograph. Just funny as hell. And then these are like what one of the cases look like. So collect 3 premium hits per box, including autograph and memorabilia. 1 pack per box, 5 cards per pack. That feels kind of awful. You have an entire box and then you get 1 pack. Like what? They spent more on the packaging than the cards themselves. And then what we're seeing, I think, more of, too, is a huge interest in the wax side of things in terms of people just buying sealed product and ripping. Somebody pulled one of the Steph Curry one-of-ones. I think, yeah, it's almost like hidden there. You know what I mean? But the one-of-one is there. $19,500. Holy sweet supper and succotash. Unbelievable. And then if you're an NFL fan, if you haven't seen the Buffalo Bills Panini exclusive farewell season team card box set. Now, I'm kind of surprised because it feels like I can't find anybody talking about this like at all. And obviously, you know, you scroll social media and the Bills Mafia, they're throwing each other through tables. It's a WWE scene. And you're like, all right, there's a lot of hardcore people. But I tried searching this up. I tried looking across various socials. Nobody's talking about this at all. And maybe it's one of those things that's like, it's cool, but like people are going to like buy it after the fact. So $60, just an FYI, if you're a Bills fan, that is the goods. And if I can complain about something, this is one of the messy cards, evidently. And tomorrow, don't forget, Major League Soccer Finals. It's Lionel Messi versus Thomas Mueller of the Vancouver Whitecaps. Cracker of a match in hand. A bunch of absolute legends on Miami and Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets. Probably their last game ever. Definitely worth watching. However, it's got like the 1 of 1 in text here. You know, the Steph Curry, the one was kind of hidden with like the numerical variation. I don't know if I really like the written out 1 of 1. Just doesn't do anything for me. And one final thing that I want to leave you with is there was this article that Forbes put out that was talking about trading cards and the future. And there was a particular line right here that I want to highlight. So live commerce is no longer hype. Live commerce is already well established in Asia, where it accounts for more than 20% of all e-commerce sales. In the US, it's on a steep upward curve, with McKinsey forecasting growth to $68 billion by 2026, driven largely by vertical platforms in collectibles, fashion, and beauty. So the takeaway is that we're buying a content house. We're all getting together. We're going to get streams. We're going to get webcams. We're going to get those phone things. And we are going to become the greatest e-commerce selling group, content house in history. Deal. That's it for this edition of XFeed. Thank you guys so much for coming on through. Every single day, Monday through Friday, we're going over a ton of different collectibles news and all these kind of fun stories just to give a little bit of pep to your step. And I appreciate the hell out of so many of you guys coming out today and chatting. It's really, really awesome to see you. So Roar, Big Sexy Bartolo, Kid Arcade, Video Game Freak, Distress Pickle, Roar. Listen, we got TrueCon somewhere in here as well. Kicking Bull, thank you for coming through earlier. And I think that is it. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much again. I will catch you on Monday. And of course, if you want more quicker content, if you're on YouTube, scroll over to the shorts page. We've been uploading a ton of stuff and it's been great. Yo, TrueCon, hell yeah. All right. Peace. Have a good one, everybody.